Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, and maybe good evening. So, first of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Alvin Andrian Putra, and I'm a double degree student at University of Merdeka Malang who take psychology and English major. So today I want to give you some information about the implementation of restriction on community activities, or we can call it PPKM, especially in Malang Raya area. So let's get started. Okay, we've already known that it has been almost 2 years since the COVID-19 pandemic has approached Indonesia. The government has made every effort to minimize the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Various regulations have been issued with various terms as well. Maybe you are already familiar with the terms such as lockdown, PSBB, PPKM Mikro, PPKM Darurat, and lately that until now is implemented when it started from last August, I think, namely PPKM 4 level. Yeah, currently in Malang Raya area, PPKM is at level 2, which is indicate that the spread of the COVID-19 virus is low, and the person or the patients the person who infected the COVID-19 virus is decreased also. So by being at PPKM level 2, the privilege that we get, so many privilege that aren't obtained by other region that's still on PPKM level 3 or level 4. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the first privilege. The first privilege is schools are allowed to do face-to-face learning. Of course, this is a good news for both for the students and also for their parents, because it's almost 2 years since the pandemic has approached Indonesia. The student has to be adapt again with this current situation and condition. So I think for this new regulation is the best solution for us to do face-to-face learning, to conduct face-to-face learning during this pandemic situation. With this regulation, I hope that it will not be it will not make a new cluster of on the spread of the COVID-19 virus. So the role of the teacher is very needed to keeping their students always implement the health protocols. So let's moving on to the next privilege. Okay, the second privilege is the really encouraging, very interesting news for you all who loves to watching some films on a wide screen at cinema. Because several cinemas have been open since the beginning of September, so maybe during the pandemic beforehand, we just watching some movies on online platform like Netflix. So today you can just watching films on a cinema. Yeah, but there are several things you must be fulfilled first to watch the films on the cinema. One of which is you must have received the second dose of vaccine, whatever the kind of the vaccines. If you haven't received yet, I just give you some suggestion. Please be patient. Okay, we're gonna talk about the last privilege that I can give you inform about. If the cinemas have been open, of course the department stores have been open too. I think this is an essential thing because in one department store there are so many shops, there are so many employees that maybe they are infected with they are affected with this current situation, because maybe they are lose their job because the department store is closed. So by opening the department store, I think it can help them to get their job back. So just like the previous points, if you want to go outside for to the department store, you at least you'll at least have done your first dose of vaccines. Okay, there are three privileges that I can give you information about. Of course, this new regulation has been well considered by the governments, it's okay, it's not wrong if you want to go outside just to maybe if you want to watch some films and cinema, or maybe you want to buy some stuffs maybe in the department store. It's okay if you want to just enjoy this privilege that offered by the government. But before you enjoy this privilege, there are four important points. There are four important points that you must to do whenever you are. The first one is you should wear your mask. It's not should, but you must wear your mask if you want to go outside. The second one is if you have done something, please you can wash your hands, or maybe you can use hand sanitizer. And the third point is avoid the crowds, because if you enter the crowds, it's not turns out the possibility if you get infected with the COVID-19 virus. And the last is maintain your distance, because if you maintain your distance, it can hold the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Okay, I think that it's enough for today. I hope that from what I say, it can provide the new information, or maybe the new insight for you. I want to say thank you for putting your attention to me. So goodbye.